global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. The peace talk between Fubara's camp and nyesom Wike's camp seem to have met a stumbling block, as it looks as if both parties now are looking at the path that must be sustainable or the path that is most profitable to them. So a few hours ago, Dr. Chidiloy said something quite unique that didn't sit well with the Fubara camp. Rivers women also reacted and rejected their stand on that. Check our playlist to get the full details on it. But let's find out. Tensions have resurfaced in Rivers State as the camps of governors, similarly in Fubara, and the minister of the Federal Capital Territory, nyesom Wike, clash over the direction of the ongoing peace efforts. Now, the disagreement, which centers on the approach to resolving the protracted political crisis, threatens to stall progress towards lasting stability in the state. Now, sources familiar with the matter indicate that Wike's camp has proposed a structured peace plan aimed at achieving a quick resolution, sharp. However, Fubara's team has raised objections, arguing that the plan does not address the root causes of the conflict. Instead, they advocate for a more inclusive and comprehensive strategy that tackles systemic issues fueling the political unrest. The divergence in viewpoint has rekindled all the tensions between both camps, raising concerns about the future of the reconciliation process. While Wike's allies emphasize urgency in restoring normalcy, While Wike's allies emphasize urgency in restoring normalcy, Fubara supporters insist that any peace agreement that must be sustainable and reflective of a broader stakeholders' interests. Observers warned that the growing friction could erode the modest gains made through earlier peace interventions. Civil society groups, traditional leaders, and political stakeholders have urged both sides to exercise restraint and prioritize the interests of the people of Rivers State above personal or political ambitions. The people of Rivers State are yearning for peace, said a prominent community leader, who asked to remain anonymous. Both parties must put aside ego and work together to bring lasting stability. The political crisis in Rivers State has drawn national attention, especially after President Bola Tinubu's intervention last year, which led to a peace accord between both parties. Despite that effort, tensions have persisted, with various actors questioning the sincerity and implementation of the agreement. As the stalmate continues, residents and stakeholders alike are anxiously watching for the signs of compromise. The situation remains fluid, but the general consensus is clear. Genuine peace will only be achieved if both Governor Fubara and Minister Wike agree to collaborate in good faith, setting aside personal grievances for greater good of the state. Some few hours ago, Dr. Chidiloy had told everyone who cared to listen that it was not only Wike that was hurt in the process, that other people also in Wike's camp was hurt, that Fubara took time and seized their allocation as chairman. That Fubara did not allow them to conclude their stuff, seize their locations, and that he deserves, and him and the other persons deserve an apology. Fubara must do so. Not just only him and the other chairman, but also to the State House of Assembly, that's the likes of Martin Emehile and the other 26 members. That Fubara must, in all sincerity, if he wants to conclude, truly wants to do the peace talk the walk, then he must apologize to them, because he also hurt them. He didn't pay them their salaries and their that which is accrued to them, their benefits, and they should start from there. Fubara, that all the people Fubara insulted, he should go to them one after the other, as in apologize to them. That is where to start mending fences. And some persons believe, come on, we have gotten to that level. In the camp of Fubara and the camp of Wike, the supporters are just trained jabs on themselves, while as supporters of Fubara is saying that Wike is welcome, that they call him, ever since Wike said that Fubara was his son, political son, they now call him daddy. They now say, welcome, daddy. to the simplified movement. While Fubara's Wike's camp got so vexed, saying, how can they be welcoming their father? That instead it is them that is being absorbed into the Wikematics movement, saying that these guys have no shame, that they wanted to defeat their father. And that they are the ones that, the funny jobs that are going on out there, it's really uncalled for. I would have preferred, just like what Elder Sarigbe said. He said that both of them should be locked up in the room, settle their differences, and go back to your various camps and supporters and tell them, halt, okay? Whatever it is, all began with us, and we're ready to solve this problem. My colleague is in the house, and with what is emanating, it looks like peace is really far from all of this. And while peace is far, Ibasete is busy enjoying himself. No development is going on right now, to speak, in Rivers State, as I've kind of followed this report. Nothing like development is taking place. All development have halted. Julius Berger, that was giving some of the contracts, have halted all projects simply because the next batch of instrumental payment have not been made. So who are you going to disturb? What's your take on all of this going on between both camps, as each one of them trying to get the chunkiest part of the peace deal?
Well, I think that at this point, these real estate people need to possibly storm the houses of these people, or any day they hear that both of them are in town. Go there to let them understand what is going on. But I am still concerned about the process of the president restoring peace to Rivers State. Don't forget that the president was the person who announced the state of emergency and also the emergence of the sole administrator in Rivers State. It was not Fubara, neither was it Wike. And as much as we know, Wike may seem to have to be, or may be, the darling of the president, but doesn't mean that he can force the president to make decisions that he personally doesn't want to make. No matter how much they are emphasizing on peace between Wike and Fubara, it's still needful for us to consider what the president has done to see that the peace process is started. Before now, we were hearing that the the National Assembly, are going to set up a committee that will mediate, get involved in everything going on in Rivers State. If you notice, we've not gotten 1% info from those guys. There was a 21-man committee that was set up by Tajuddin Ibas, the Speaker of the House of Representatives. Up till today, Ibas has not gone to, Ibas made them, but we've not heard anything reasonable coming from there. He said they should give him more time. Up till today, everything has been swept under the carpet. Those 21 main committees seems to be very invalid. They are not doing anything sustainable. They are the ones that should have started the process of peace resolution between the warring side. They've not done anything, and we've gone past 2 months now. So I think that what is in the mind of the president is completion of that 6 months. And we already know what the people of Rivers State are suffering. And we also know the financial rewards that is going in. Because the last time we checked, there was no budget presented to the person of Ibasete, for him to know how he is spending the money on a daily basis. So already we know that contracts have been swept under the carpet. Projects have been swept under the carpet. There is nothing new that is, kickstarting. If you listen to Ibas speak, you will notice that the man is just beating around the bush. Nothing concrete about the peace making that he was supposed to kickstart. So for me, Fubara, Wike, they're not the problem, because the president said 6 months, and from all indication, it seems as though that's 6 months, 6 months. Right now, from what we have seen, the two parties are talking about, the two parties who were expected to feature fully well in this whole reconciliation storm, the president and the House of Assembly. The president seems to have taken over the whole show. He has not given any summary report on what Ibas is saying about Rivers State. The House of Assembly, who pretended as if they'll be involved in the whole show, they are not involved. So right now, for me, there is so much uncertainty when it comes to democracy in Rivers State until when the president speaks. That's just my standpoint on this.
All right, that's going to wrap it up.